is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Sliding out of the pocket. Caught by Trimble. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
There's Trimble, the tight end, and he's taken down inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field, but at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Marshall. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
47 the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes steps away to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And some space here. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Mahomes now on 1st down. A check down here to Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He finds his man complete. That's Jordan. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos. Excellent job on that play. A big, big loss. 18 yards. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Now a man drafted and then let go by the Panthers, Harrison Butker, for the field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively. 8 yards to go on second down. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Chiefs 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Tens the mic. Oh, here we go. Watch the pass.
Mahomes now on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Double time. Hey, yellow. Mike 10. Mike 10. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. 10's the mic. Come back. Get the ball. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Butker's kick here is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He certainly has.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Lance. This is caught. And he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come out in the pistol. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Now here's Mahomes. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
5 yards remain on second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens. Hello. It's a party now. It's a party now. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Better bring it.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will cut the lead down to 15.
Chiefs 13. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. That's Samuel caught left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it. And now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Watch time. 15. We got 4. Mike 10. Mike 10. Yellow. We want it.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off of play action, here's Lance. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Room here to run. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now play fake. Lance. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Steps away. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. McCaffrey on the counter. Runs through the contact. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 42, Chiefs 23.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Safety's creeping. 15. Mike's 47. Silver.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. This one swung out here to Jones. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey, 57. Mike, both 7's the Mike. We own them. 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Hey, 57 colors.
From the 24, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Now Lance. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Lance. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
We've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Check. Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10. Right here. That's what I do. Hello. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. We've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
10's the mic. 10's the mic. Hey, 43. Push him back. They've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. I got one.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
On play action, Lance sliding out of the pocket. And he will find his man, Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Shrugs him off. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones, because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break, from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.